Sawadee krap, it's Tuesday, January 22nd. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. Now here's the news you need to know. One of two men sought in connection with a fatal shooting in Sapanhin, Phuket town on Saturday morning has turned himself over to police, while another man is still being sought. Police say that yesterday afternoon, 23-year-old Border Patrol Police Lance Corporal Jakrit Sangsat turned himself over to Wichit Police after he was wanted by police in connection with the murder of 30-year-old Tirasak Sai Ong, who is the son of a councillor in Rasada municipality. Jakrit is denying the murder charges against him and is also denying the charge of carrying a firearm in a public place. But at this stage, police say murder charges are being pressed against Jakrit and another man named by police as Kongkiat Songkram. Kongkiat has already served a jail sentence for robbery in another province. Meanwhile, Jakrit has already posted bail, and Wichit police are continuing their investigation into the murder, which took place at about 3:30 a.m. at Sapanhin on Saturday morning. A national strategy to overcome drugs is now in Phuket. Users have to undertake a government-sponsored treatment program, but questions remain just how many of those who finished the program over this past weekend were just trying to avoid jail time. The quote, voluntary government drug rehab program saw 110, now hopefully former drug users, released on Saturday after a closing ceremony at the Phuket Behavioral Change Center in Pak Lok, with officials hoping that the 12-day, 11-night program was enough to keep them off drugs. Drug specialists are part of the program to help with the psychological triggers of the drugs, while users are also treated for things like depression and given exercise regimens to develop discipline, along with meditation training. Those who recently finished the program have to report to their respective district offices within 10 days, but officials made no mention how many people, quote, volunteered to take part in the rehab to avoid jail time for minor drug possession charges, or if they were already incarcerated inmates on drug charges. It's being hailed as a step forward for Thailand as officials pledge to end the practice of detaining migrant children, but others want them to go further, hoping to release detained refugee mothers as well. The Royal Thai Police, Ministry of Social Development, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Public Health, Ministry of the Interior, Ministry of Education, and the Ministry of Labor, they all signed a memorandum of understanding yesterday that, according to the Bangkok Post, would, quote, provide a framework to meet a 2016 pledge by Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, all to release children held in its immigration detention centers in Thailand. Representatives from the United Nations Refugee Agency, the UNHRC, were there to witness the signing, but some private advocacy groups did note in a joint statement that the memorandum does not address the separation of families and detained mothers that still have to pay exorbitant bail fees to reunite with their children. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Police suspect 83 bears could have been killed as police found over 1,600 bear claws in the bags of 3 men during a search in a bus, and it's led them to a man in another province who had 3 dead turtle carcasses in his house. It all started on Saturday afternoon when police stopped a Bangkok to Pasay bus at a checkpoint and found 1,666 bear claws in the bags of 3 wildlife smugglers, a Thai man, a Laotian man, and a Vietnamese man. All of them were charged. The discovery led them to the house of a Mr. Tamanun Kong Di in Nakhon Pathom province, and the search of his house turned up 3 dead turtle carcasses, 2 hawksbill sea turtles, and 1 green turtle. He said he had permission to possess them but could not find the paperwork. It was not known if he was detained. A 30-year-old female elephant is currently recovering from what Thai PBS News is reporting could be the world's first case of successful cancer treatment of an elephant. Dong Di was brought to the National Elephant Institute and Hospital in Lampang province early last year, and after veterinary equipment was sent from various veterinary faculties nationwide, they found a 5-kilo cancerous tumor in Dong Di's intestine. But last week, vets at the institute were able to successfully remove the tumor and then apply intravenous chemotherapy in what could be the first successful operation and intravenous chemo in the world for an elephant. The animal is now cleared of cancer, according to reports, and while Dong Di's condition is steadily improving, she is still being kept under close watch at the hospital. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, click that subscribe button to check out all of our future videos. And if you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like on the Phuket News page. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.